Join me on this wild adventure to make a Japanese chef's knife in rural Japan. And when I say rural, I mean rural. Shimanto is located in Shikoku, the smallest of the 4 Japanese islands. Meaning public transportation was limited, so I had to get a rental car and drive 8 hours from Kobe to get there. Which was not a regrettable thing in the slightest. With beautiful views and the breathtaking scenery, and some strange pit stops. But one pit stop I definitely don't regret was this beautiful fishing village with these clear beaches that I was recommended to by my hotel. Look at how glass clear this beach is and how beautiful it is. After this, I drove to my hotel across this very narrow bridge that scared me, but the hotel room was worth it as look at this amazing view. Just stunning. Being local to many fishing places, I got a fresh fish meal and started to explore around in some of the beautiful sceneries that surround this place. This is one of the most beautiful sceneries in all of Japan, and I just had to soak it in before I went to go make the chef's knife. But let's get to that. Along the river in this garage-type workshop, where starting from a steel bar, we were able to craft these chef's knives. Here you see me cutting it. Then we began flattening it out to give it its shape. We welded it to an iron rod so that we could hammer it more safely at a distance. All 3 of us had to get involved. The master assisted us in fine-tuning that. And this is our product at about the halfway point. Being the middle of the day, I stopped by this roadside ramen place to get a bite to eat, which was amazing. Getting back to work, we went to the grinders to shape our knives more. Then we got to choose Japanese characters to stamp into our knives. I chose Jiko, which means oneself, like the extension of oneself, as well as this being a journey of self-discovery. We also heated the knives and pressed them into their wooden handles so that they would fit perfectly. Then we heated the knives to a very high but specific temperature so that they would not be brittle and be very hard. Followed by a very precise cooling method where if you held it in for too long or too short, it would ruin the blade. I was told I did an okay job at best. Then the master sharpens the knife on a grinder and whetstone to give it that razor-like quality that is still holding up months later. And then we have our finished product, and I couldn't be more happy with it, and I still use it to this day and love it. We packaged it up, and I was on my merry way to Hiroshima and Fukuoka. Be sure to check back for that video next week.